Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my predictions for Manchester United's game against Brighton and Hove Albion at Old Trafford. It's this Sunday, the 7th of August. It's a 2 o'clock kick-off. It is Manchester United's opening game of the Premier League season and Erik ten Hag's first Premier League game in charge. So anyway, score prediction, I'm going to go with 2-0 to Manchester United. And the goal scorers, I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford and Christian Eriksen. So that is your predictions. Later on this week, I'll be giving you my predicted 11. And I'll also be giving you the actual preview for the game. Brighton and Hove Albion are a decent outfit. I do know the vast majority of the players that Brighton and Hove Albion have got. They have Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck is a former Manchester United player, so if he does play in this game on Sunday, he'll be reuniting with Manchester United. Neil Maupay, he's probably one of the best players that Brighton have got. Leandro Trossard is a very good attacking player. Tariq Lamptey is a very good right back. Revert back to January, Manchester United went in for him. Marc Cucurella, I like him. I heard that he's close to making a move to Chelsea, because I think Chelsea are going to match his price tag. Lewis Dunk, he's a very good centre-back. They also have Adam Webster, Shane Duffy, Joel Veltman, Matthew Clark, Solly March, Stephen Alzate. I highly rate Alexis McAllister. Evan Ferguson, he's an academy player. Jeremy Sarmiento, he's a striker. Brighton also have Moises Caicedo. Adam Lallana, he's a former Liverpool and Southampton player. Lallana is a midfielder. Pascal Gross, I highly rate him. Jacob Moder, he won't be playing in the game on Sunday because he's out with injury until February next year. Kozlowski has also got an injury. So there are a lot of the players that Brighton do have. I know two goalkeepers have got, that's Robert Sanchez and Jason Steele. Let me put into the equation that Brighton have lost players. Earlier on this year, they lost Yves Bissouma. He went to Tottenham from Brighton. Revert back to January, Brighton lost Daniel Byrne. He went to Newcastle from Brighton. Before they lost Dale Stephens, he went to Burnley. They lost Ben White. Ben White went to Arsenal from Brighton. But Brighton did receive around £50 million for him. And Glenn Murray also left Brighton. And they lost Thomas McGill, who was one of the goalkeepers they had, and they also lost that Matthew Ryan. Graham Potter is a good manager. He's been the Brighton and Hove Albion manager for over 3 years now. He got appointed in as the Brighton manager back in May 2019. He's under contract with Brighton until 2025. Before Brighton, he managed Swansea, and before then, he managed Ostersunds. Last season, Brighton and Hove Albion enjoyed a very good season to their standards. Last season, Manchester United did beat Brighton at Old Trafford 2-0. But Brighton thrashed Manchester United 4-0 at the Amex Stadium. That was towards the end of last season. Manchester United have got some players missing. Brandon Williams is out at the moment. Brandon Williams is on his way out of the club anyway. We're waiting for offers for Williams. Last season, Brandon Williams was out on loan with Norwich. Facundo Palestri, he's recently been out. We loaned Palestri out before. And at the moment, Jadon Sancho is out with illness. It just says for a few days. I thought Manchester United did well in pre-season. We won the vast majority of the games. We did lose one, that was to Atletico Madrid, and we drew one. Oh, sorry, we drew two, because we drew with Villa as well. And we drew with Rayo Vallecano not so long ago. But, like I said, I'm not bothered about pre-season. You know, pre-season is just preparing for the new Premier League season. And like I've said, it's good for the young players is pre-season because they get their opportunities and they gain more experience. Erik ten Hag, I've got a lot of faith in him. I think he's going to make Manchester United competitive again. If Erik ten Hag this season was to get Man United top 4, top 3 finish and he was to win a trophy, you could turn around and say that, you know, he has had a good season. You know, we're not expected to win the Premier League, you know, in Erik ten Hag's first season at Manchester United. You know, ten Hag is aware that he's got big expectations to exceed, and if he doesn't exceed the expectations, there's a very good chance he will get sacked. But like I said, this is the first ever time ten Hag's managing the Premier League, and the Premier League's totally contrast to the Dutch League, isn't it? But you've got to admire what ten Hag did at Ajax. You know, Ajax, he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups, and revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. and he developed the young players well. Ten Hag is Manchester United's 5th permanent manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. When Ten Hag officially got appointed in, he signed a contract with Man United until 2025. There's an option to extend for a further year. So far this summer, Erik Ten Hag has made 3 signings. He obviously brought Tyrell Malacia in from Feyenoord, got Christian Eriksen on a free transfer. Christian Eriksen did sign a 3-year contract, and of course he signed Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. And that trio should be making their Premier League debuts this weekend. Let me put into the equation though, players have left Manchester United this year. Like I said, Cavani left on a free, Mata left on a free, Lingard left on a free, he recently joined Nottingham Forest. Matic and Pogba both left on frees. We loaned Dean Henderson out to Forest. Lee Grant left earlier on this year. Manchester United sold Andres Pereira to Fulham. And quite a few young players left. And like I've said, more players are on their way out of Manchester United. Alex Telles is on his way out of the club. Brandon Williams is on his way out of the club. Phil Jones is on his way out. I think Delon and Wan-Bissaka are on the way out of the club. I think Lindelof and Fred will leave next year. Cristiano Ronaldo could be on his way out of the club. Recently, Ronaldo left Old Trafford before the end of Man United's friendly with Rayo Vallecano. So Ronaldo played just 45 minutes in that game, and not so long ago it said that Ronaldo wanted his Man United contract ripped up so he could leave on a free transfer. Do you still think Martial could leave the club? To be fair though, Anthony Martial did very well in pre-season. Last season he was out on loan with Sevilla. Bailly, I think he'll be leaving either this year or next as well, because he's not one of our first choice centre-halves. Maguire could leave next year. A lot of players have gone, like I mentioned earlier, but, Ten Hag is still inheriting some deadwood, isn't he? As you all know, we've got Benny McCarthy at the club. We've got Richard Arnold and John Murtough. Richard Arnold's our CEO, replaced Ed Woodward. John Murtough's our Director of Football. To their credits, they've done good transfer business this summer. We've got Mitchell van der Gag and Steve McLaren at the club. They're working alongside Ten Hag. Ten Hag recommended them in. We've still got the Glazers at Manchester United. Like I've said before, they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. The Glazers have owned the club for around 17 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. And recently, Sir Alex Ferguson returned to Man United in an advisory role. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care, God bless, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.